She's a little, I get distracted. I turn it on and then walk away because I always seem to have connection issues. Hi, all, and welcome to Wild Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with a Saturday morning live. What? So we're here for another live. Breathe it down, Mary. She gets all worked up before the live and she's running around. The face goes red and got the water and the hat and the hat. We're doing live antics today. Yay! We only have one person on. I am a little bit earlier. I got on earlier on purpose because we have so much. I don't know how this works out, but we have a lot of connection issues lately. So I figured this time I'm going to get on early. There is no way we're going to have this many connection issues again. I'm getting on early. For the few people that are on, let me pop out my live chat on. Hi, Fluffy Kitten. Hello, hello. Everyone pop your live chat or all chat so that you can receive all chat. Beautiful Dorothy, lovely Dottie's in the house. Green Butterfly. You know what I love about you, Green Butterfly? You always remind me to bring the jug of water. I'd actually forgot. My face was all red before the live. I thought, oh, what have I forgotten? Then I looked at the messages to make sure everyone's coming on. And there's your message. Don't forget the jug and the water. Thank you, Green Butterfly. All right. Beautiful Mary J. Hello, hello, lovely Elaine. Hello, hello. So glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too. Everyone's here. Well, not everyone yet. We've got 4 people on. That's always a start. Let me have a drink. Cheers, everyone. Another interesting live. Look, they're all interesting. They're all always interesting. But today, a little tiny bit more. We're doing something. Well, we're still doing the same things, but our live antics is going to be a tiny little bit of a different live antic. It's just different. Yeah, different. Now, as you all know, we did bring out our, so excited for both Anne and Green. We brought out part 1 of our stash busting or larger stash busting project of the scarf. Part 1 is done. Now, what you should be doing is getting ready for part 2. So make sure you make all your squares up to part 2, which I believe were, if anyone can tell me how many squares they are, that's all I'm going to ask. Who else is on? Beautiful Anne McSee, lovely Anne, lovely Luana. So glad to see everyone. That's great, Mary J. Thank you for being here, ladies. Lovely ladies. Now today's, like I said, we're going to have live antics again. It's going to be a small project. Beautiful Anne says 10. We need 10 squares of how many rows? Do you remember? Oh, let's try rounds, Mary. How many rounds do you remember? Anne? What a time, says Green. Cheers, Green. What a time. 8. Thank you, Anne. Now, if you are an extra tall person, I forgot to mention that in the video, which I might mention in part 2. If you are like 6'5", let's say, lucky, because I'm like 3 foot nothing, we won't go there. If you are a very tall person, then you could do 10 squares or 9 squares, maybe just 9 squares. Now, stay focused on the measurement. It's 20 centimeters or almost 20 centimeters per square. All right. Now, just times that by 8 and assume that would be the length of, no, that would be the length of your square. Yeah. So even if it's 18 centimeters per square, let's say if it doesn't make exactly 10 because you're like me and have really tight tension. So it's 18 times 8. That is how long your scarf will be. It might be a little tiny bit longer if we pop that, you know, frilly little whatever it is we're going to do at the end. I still haven't worked it out yet. Whatever border, I better work it out for part 2. Whatever border we're going to put on, it will be a nice border, but it'll be a basic nice border so that the new crocheter can do this as well as having the more intricate, well, the more professional crocheter, if you will. As well. So everyone gets the opportunity to be a part of the channel. And like no matter what stage of your crochet that you are up to, I try to give you an easier version and a little bit more of a complicated version for those of you who are a little bit more professional. But if you're a beginner, you can do this scarf. You can do this scarf. Super easy scarf, yeah? Well, no, the join might be a little bit intricate. But like I said, I can show you another join, or you can check out our join that we're going to make for the beanie. The matching beanie will be a different join. We're joining the squares differently for the matching beanie. Keep that in mind. Now, the reason we're doing it differently is I want the beanie to be a little bit more snug. This one here, the join can tend to stretch a little bit the more you wear it, but very minimal. I know that because I've made a blanket like that. The blanket that we created, oh my gosh. It's the main blanket when you go on my page and you go and check out my bio on the YouTube here. There's like a little bio section. You'll see the main video that comes up will be that blanket. So that's the join that we may be using. I'm going to say maybe because I haven't decided. That's the join I'd like to use for the scarf. But that join can tend to stretch a little bit over time. Not a lot, very minimal. So just bear that in mind. And I've missed all the chat. Also hasn't been much. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Carmen. I did get on a little earlier today, guys, but it was only like a minute or two. The reason was because I've been having so many connection issues lately, I thought, you know what, let's just start 10 minutes earlier. But it turned out, which I did have the connection issue, twice it failed, but I still used the same video. I tried not to get into another video. I tried to work something else out, and it worked, but I had to literally get out and go back in and get out a few times. But it's okay. It worked this time. Hopefully I can do it again the next time. But I was sitting there maybe 7 or 8 minutes playing with it. So now I know we're going to have connection issues all the time. It's better to be 10 minutes earlier now. All right, there you go. Green Butterfly says, thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up costs you guys nothing. Shows YouTube you want to see more of this, more crochet, more of it. It's going to be great. And Ashley, hi, Ashley. Oh, drink up. Thanks, Ash. Cheers, everyone. You weren't sure you were going to be on, but you're here, Ash. Lovely to have you here. Again, guys, thumbs up cost you guys nothing at all, at all. Now, what are we going to talk about today? 2 things. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Elaine, for your thumbs up. Thank you, Green Butterfly, for yours. So we're going to talk about 3 things. What happened this week? Firstly, we popped up. What did we do? Oh, we finished the vest. That long-awaited crazy vest. And the edits have been made for parts 1 and I think parts 2. But I'm still going to go and recheck that again this week for the simple fact that I'm not sure if it's all complete. It looks right, but I'm going to recheck it because you know what it's like. You edit it, you type it all up in the description box. It's in the description box. The edits are in the description box. I've left some information on our community board to check the description box for the edits on parts 1, 2, and 3. Or no, parts 2 and 3. Because part 1, I worked out. I did all my homework. I did every video, looked for it, every video. It took me hours. Can you believe it took me hours? The part 1 was just a square, so it didn't affect you at all. Part 2 was where you needed to look at all the yarn, the hook, the scissors, and everything else. So that was one that needed to be adjusted. Part 3, I think, needed to be adjusted. The rest of the parts are okay. Right up to part 7. She went right up to part 7. The reason I did 7 parts was because I wanted to do everything in stages. And I wanted to be thorough for each row. So when you got to the end of that row, you knew to turn around, but this is how you're going to start the next row. Or if I know that the next 4 rows are exactly the same, I'll say, right, head off on your own and do 4 rows the same. But normally I like to do 1 row at a time, which is why the hexagon cardigan, apart from all the issues that I had with the recording, has taken me a long time. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But firstly, let's see what chat I've missed. Sorry, was busy, have the kids this week. It's first week of the holidays here. Oh, school holidays, really? Oh, good luck with that. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Lovely to have you here, darling. Wendy, lovely to have you here as well. To be fair, I have to be honest with you. I think I was the only mum And now they're all grown up. I still wish we had the school times now. But I think I was the only mum that loved the holidays. Firstly, you didn't have to get up too early. If the kids got up early, they knew that just play their little games. I used to get up early, make the breakfast, and then I just hop back under the blankets and watch them play, yeah? And secondly, you didn't have to rush off and drive around and da, da, da. You didn't have to do all of that, right? And thirdly, I love to watch my kids play. I love it. It was just one of those things when you're young and you're watching them. It just looks so cute, doesn't it? Oh, I get all warm and fuzzy. I can't help myself. She's such a nerd. These small things amuse me, guys. They really do. All right. So moving right along, we did finish part 1 of the vest and we started our granny square scarf, the more larger stash busting project, if you will. It's one of the larger stash busting projects. There's going to be more. You guys know that. We talked about the stash busting projects in the very first video or second video of the year. I can't remember. We talked about a lot of projects that are coming up, and all the projects I've talked about can be made within inside the stash busting month. It should have happened in May. It's happening halfway through June and way into July. It might even go into August the way we're going. I'd rather not, but it might. So bear that in mind, guys. It's all happening. And the projects that you heard me talk about at the beginning of the year, which each month when I do one of the video vlogs, I remind you, oh, by the way, we were supposed to have done that, and that by now. We haven't, so we're going to start on those first. So that's my video vlogs. That happens a lot. And I may have to start popping more video vlogs up for you, maybe on a Wednesday or something, just to keep reminding you that I've not forgotten about all the projects we need to do. It's just a slow process. I think each year it gets slower. I don't know why. It just seems to get slower. I don't know, maybe it's age. Oh, I just made myself sad. Oh, she just got all sad, guys. I'm just slower these days. I work slower. And I think it's the working out as well. I work out a lot, you know, because you all know I'm on a health thing. She rolls her eyes. Every day I want to quit. I got told off for using the wrong language the other day. I said I was a bit hard on myself this week because I, broke the rules a few times. And not so much with diet, with everything. I, didn't get the right workouts on the right day. I squashed them all in the last 2 days, which is no good on your muscles. So be careful of that. Don't do that. Give yourself the breaks between weight workout. If you're working with weights and things, you need a day rest. Otherwise, you can do muscle damage. Don't want to do that. Anyway, so I said to her, that's okay. I'll have a rebound week next week. And she says, no, bad language. You're not supposed to use the word rebound. You've got to start positive. Change your language. Oh, I felt like I was getting told off. Oh, I got so sidetracked with workouts. Sorry, guys. You're here for crochet. You're here for the crochet. Then they're off on holiday again with their dad. They just got back from 2 weeks in Cairns. Lucky children, I tell you. I also loved school holidays. I would keep them home an extra week. Is that right, Fluffs? And we couldn't do that at our school. Well, they'd start questioning us and ring us up and say, what's going on? What sort of parent are you, they'd say. They'd tell me off. No, we only did that once when we travelled overseas. We travelled overseas in their teen years, which a lot of people said don't do it in their teen years because that's the time they need at school. But for me, that's the memorable time. So you travel with them during the memorable time so they can remember the time that they had with you. I don't know. I remember things when I was 2 years old, which was really scary. Don't even go there. It's scary because you remember stuff you're not supposed to, right? And so, but you don't know. Some children don't remember their younger years. They remember more their teen years. So I thought, let's take them when they're a little bit older. But it was nice. Susan or Suzanne. I don't know which one it is. It's Susan. It'd be Susan. Hi, Susan. You can correct me if you want, hon. I'm going to say Susan. You can say yes or no. Lovely to have you here. Eleanor got school holidays in 2 weeks. Oh, that's good. Yeah, making memories before the end comes. I know, right, Ash? I know. That's right. More important to have family time. Yes, Fluffs. And I remember the school wasn't happy because I think my daughter might have been in year 11. No, I think she might have been year 10. You only had 3 years, 10, 11, 12. Thanks, Susan. It's 10, 11, 12, and then it's uni. if you go to uni or TAFE or whatever you go to, right? So I thought, no, that's my years with her. I know I'm never going to get him again. Having said that, she and I did go on holidays. It might have been 4 years ago, 3 years ago. We went to Vanuatu, but we haven't done that since. I'll have to knock on her door one day and say, here's the tickets, let's go. She won't do it. She's got work. We have to plan. We're going to book it. Otherwise, you can't go. All right, moving right along. So this week we did get our vest up and we got our Granny Square Scarf part 1 up. So the vest is now complete. I'm so glad about that. Part 1 of our Granny Squares were to create the square and then head off on your own and create the rest. And then we were going to meet back at some stage this week. I don't know when. I'm not giving dates out anymore. Just say some stage this week. That rule should have started 2 weeks ago. I keep forgetting to. I always say maybe Thursday, maybe no, no dates. Just it's coming this week at some stage, right? It's only because by the time Tuesday comes, I go, oh, would you look at that? I'm not ready to upload. It usually happens. The uploads usually look. It takes all week. Let me explain. I'll explain why it takes me a whole week to get videos. How sad is this? I start recording in the mornings. As you know, the mornings are the best time. And we'll talk about a change of recording. Well, change of recording. We'll talk about that in a minute, right? So you know the mornings are the best time for me to record. So I record and I rush to get it all in by 1 o'clock because then the sun hits that side of the house and there's nowhere else for me to record. That's the only spot where I can work, right? Well, with the only table that's available for me to pop my stands up and everything on, right? Anyway, so by the time 1 o'clock comes, if I haven't finished recording that tutorial, I leave it for the next day, right? So the next day we start again on that tutorial. But to keep me making, say we're doing squares, to keep me making the squares overnight or the next 2 rounds overnight, I need to start another recording of another project so that I can spend the night fixing up those 2 projects. So then when I go to the next recording, I'm up to the part where I tell you to get up to. And I know that doesn't all make sense to you, but one day I'll show you. I'll show you how I record. I'll show you why that recording takes so long. Even show you the editing process so you can see how long it takes to edit and you understand all that, and then you know why I'm so slow. And I'm even slower because I am so fussy. Well, obviously not with a vest. I messed that up. But I'm so fussy with everything. Like I'll add music to an area if I know someone's opened a back door somewhere and you can hear the handle and you can hear it slide open like a squeak. Oh, I'll find a way to cover that up, that one little tiny squeak. If I've gone like this, I think, oh, I'm not going to leave that in. I'm so pedantic in things like that. The things that are going to interrupt your viewing, your listening, everything that will annoy you while you're trying to listen. Yeah, I know that sounds terrible. And so I put a little bit of light music in the background. And then when it goes to quiet time, when we're all going away doing our round, but you see it fast forward, I pop the music up a little bit louder. So you're not listening to blank emptiness, like it's an emptiness. You don't want to listen to, I mean, you could. You might like empty, you might like quiet. I know someone who watches videos, she puts the captions on and doesn't use any talk at all. It's captions only. And the problem with captions is people like me who slur their speech. Not that I slur my speech. No, I run into words because I talk fast, yeah? That sometimes a caption doesn't really pick up the word you're saying because you're running your words in and the caption just makes out, okay, she said running the word around instead of the word in because it was so quick that it couldn't take what you were saying, yeah? So I get worried about captions. But then anyway, he talks too much. Give me a moment, guys. As their dad only has a year left. Oh, that's very sad. Oh, that's very sad, Ash. I'm in New Jersey, USA. Kids have summer off. My grandkids are so busy having fun, and so they should be, Elaine. Susan says, first time here, told needed to check you out by my sister Scorpio Love. Susan, well, thank you very much for joining us. We love our newbies, we love our regulars, and we love our oldies. Some of us are real old, but we won't talk about them. They're just naggers, those old people, right? We're talking about me. Welcome, Susan. Enjoy. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes we're naughty, but not me. It's all them. And once again, I've thrown them under the bus. At least once in every live, Susan, I throw everyone under the bus. I say it's all their fault, not mine. At least once alive. Hello to everyone, says Fluff. Water time, says Green. Let's have a drink first. Daphne says, hi, is that hi on Neva. I don't know what you mean there, Daph. Oh, I see it was typo. Okay, I gotcha. Hi, everyone. Hi, Daph. How many hours do you think you crochet per day? Just wondering. You know, Fluffs, I might, look, I'll say what I think I do, but I might have to time it. Welcome, Susan. All right, what do I think I do? Let's see. There's a couple hours, more than a couple hours in the morning, because that's the recording time. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to marry up time. Maybe 3 in the morning. Stop, start. So you're looking at 2.5 hours. We'll say 2 in the morning. The lunch break, there's quite a bit lunch break because people are coming home making noise using blenders and toasters, and the house is real noisy. So there's a lunch break until maybe 12:30. Between 11 and 12:30, an hour and a half. That's 5.5 hours, 4.5 hours. So, what is it? 3.5, 4 hours so far. I'm trying to do the math. The afternoon, whilst the sun is out, I'll spend between 3 and 6. Oh no, I'll stop in between because I've got to pop dinner on. So that's 3 hours. We'll make it 2 hours. So that's 6 hours. Now the evening, well, that's another thing because I start around 7:30. That's after the dishwasher's on and everything's going and the house is clean. 7:30 I start and I work right up to 11:30 at night. 7:30, 11:30, 2 hours, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours. I've already done 6, 10 hours, maybe between 7 and 10 hours a day. It's a lot. And you wonder why this is like broken. It's broken. It's finished. Look, you can't do anything with it. You flip it that way and it's over there, you know. It's not bad. But to be fair, that doesn't happen every day, Fluffs. That's maybe 3 days a week. The other time, I'm doing a whole lot of editing. Like sometimes between 3 and 5, I'm editing and it's just chaos. That vest, to edit that vest was chaos. And it's worse now because we've got the neighbour who's building. He's got that tractor sitting in his driveway. So I know every day, I'm surprised in the weekends he doesn't do this because the weekends it's quiet. Right? But during the week, he's got that tractor running up and down the backyard. And where I work is right in his, it's right next to his, there's a fence and there's the wall to our house. It's a very small walkway. You can only walk one person through there. I know you could walk 2 people. I'm telling a lie. 2 people can walk through that little laneway. Then there's our wall to the house. And then just know that's where the TV is, at that wall. And then a little bit further is the lounge room couch. And then a little tiny bit walking is our table where I work. So even if I was to, we've got shutters here, even if I was to close the shutters, you could still hear the noise and it was so loud. So this brings me to another thing I wanted to do. All right, so every second week I have, it's not all the time, but at this stage it's been every second week for a long time, I tend to have the evenings to myself. Not always, but just sometimes, which suits me, right? So what I thought I might do this week, starting from today, I was going to do it late last night, but I just got so tired. I'm going to grab these lamps that are here. I'm going to pop them in that room and I'm going to do it at night and have a look to see in the evening with the lamps how our tutorials look online. So you may see, if I think it looks good while I'm recording, while I'm editing it, you may see one tutorial done with the lamps. And I'll let you know which one that is. And you can tell me whether you think it looks okay. Yeah. And I will actually leave a notification on the community board saying this tutorial that's going up, the name of, you know, make a tree, crochet a tree or something, right? I don't know what I said that for. I should have said scarf, right? Crochet a scarf. That tutorial's gone up using different lighting. Please let me know what you think of it. So that's what you're going to see on our community board post at some stage next week. I'm going to try it only if when I'm editing it looks decent enough for me. If it doesn't look decent enough for me, it's not going to happen. But if it does, every second week I can record in the evenings, hoping I don't get affected too much. I know people come and go at night, but I know that every second week it's been a lot quieter for me later in the evenings in that area. So I figure maybe I could do some of the recording in that area. Leave that with me and I'll let you know if that happens. Okay. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to try that, because maybe just use that system, which is going to be very difficult for me to time it, whilst the neighbour's building. After his building, we can go back to recording like normal. But that doesn't affect you at all. It kind of affects me, but it may affect you when you're looking at that video thinking, oh, it looks different. What's she done? What's she done differently? So I will let you know if there's something that's changed. If not, we'll just be going like normal and I'll have to do a voiceover. And I don't like doing voiceovers because it doesn't always marry up with what you're saying. Like if I said place 4 double crochets here, or 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, right? I've got to look at it and think, what am I doing? I'm doing 1 double crochet in the next 4. 1 double, and it doesn't kind of match up. I don't know if you know what I mean. Sometimes it doesn't match up. I've heard people do voiceovers and I get a little lost watching them. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Voiceovers are funny and a lot of fun if you are voiceovering what you've voiceovering. Can I say that? Voiceovering. What you did during the day. Like, oh, she went into the street and she bought this yarn and look at the color of that pink. Isn't it great? That sort of voiceover sounds great. But when you're voiceovering, I'm making up my own words now, a tutorial, it can sound like you're not at the right spot. You know, if I say, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm counting 7, 8, 9, and you're still on 4 because you're looking at me with it's really interesting. I like a Chinese movie. Thank you, Fluffs. Or like a movie in general that does have a voiceover, yeah? Well, that's about how much I do, says Ash. Really? I know that there are days where I don't crochet a lot. And the reason is because I do a lot of work outside of YouTube that you don't always know about. And I did tell you, I keep forgetting to do it. I should do it more often. I did tell you I was going to do a video of some of the projects that I make outside of YouTube so you can see them and know that I'm not always just sitting in a couch staring at the television. Not that I'm a big TV fan. I am when I want to be put to sleep. I sit in front of the TV because it puts me to sleep. That's what she uses it for. It's my babysitter. And that's the only reason I use a TV. Isn't that sad? It puts me to sleep. So what I do is I don't use the television very much. If there's no one home, I pop the music on in the background and I'm crocheting while I'm doing listening to music. So the only time I will watch TV if I'm watching an old classic movie. We're talking classics like, you know, your Sound of Musics and your, I don't know, some of the classic like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. You can't go past that. I love them. To this day, I still love them. You know, the comedians. I love all the comedians because I figure if I'm going to watch entertainment or turn a box on for entertainment, I want to be laughing. I don't want to be watching someone's drama. Oh, you want to watch drama? Look in the mirror. You have your own dramas at home. You don't need to watch someone else's drama. That's my opinion. If you like drama, that's fine. But I'm a big comedy fan, so I don't put it on. So it's always music in the background. And at one stage I started using music in the background of my tutorials, had to get rid of that because of copyright, you can't do that. So that had to go out, I had to delete those videos and start again. But there were only 2 videos, so it didn't affect anyone. So I had to make sure that the only music you hear on my channel is from Phantom Studios, as you all know, is run by my son. So my son Andrew. So that's the only music you'll ever hear on the channel from now on, music that's run by Phantom Studios. He gets paid. I pay him for that music. It's not free. It's not free. He gets paid for that. And he gets the you know, the accolade. And when I talk about him on the channel, he gets a little name at the end of the video, every video. And he also gets his website popped up on in a link in my description box as well. So there you go. Susan forgot to tell you I'm her older, better looking, more amazing, identical twin sister. Just kidding. Susan is pretty amazing. You guys, you're so funny. I love that music. Do you? I know, right? I know. Thanks, Flops. I have had he's given me some other music in the past, which I don't use much. You do sometimes hear a little tinkle music during Christmas. I do like to, and I don't know if you've ever noticed this, 1st of July, every year until 31st or whatever it is, the end of July, I use that tinkle music as my way of saying Christmas in July. I don't do a Christmas in July thing, but I use that music in July. So come July, you will hear the tinkle music more often. That's just a little trivia. It hasn't happened every year, but when I remember that it's July, it's July, I pop that music up. So you don't always hear the piano music that I usually use, but you'll hear the tinkle. And then there's the naughty, cheeky music as well. So that's pretty good. Drink up is actually good because I have to think about what we're going to say next. Cheers. So I've written down what I wanted to talk about. And I've talked about what we've done this week. I've talked about maybe a change in looking at our videos or how our videos look. Just for a few months, I'm going to see how it goes this week. If it doesn't go well, then I'll just have to do voiceover, which I don't like to do. Firstly, it takes longer as well because you've got to marry everything up, right? But secondly, I don't like to do it also because I just don't like it. To me, it doesn't look like it all marries up. But there you go. So we've talked about that. Bear in mind, if I do that, I will let you know which tutorial that will be done in, whether it's voiceover or whether it's done late at night. So you will hear about that in the future. All right, so that's it. Moving right along, what's happening this week? Oh no, what is it? Oh, it's the half an hour in. We have to do live antics. What? But before we do, okay, firstly, I forgot to get some yarn out, so I better find some of that. Oh gosh, I better find some of that. The live antics we're doing, it's not this week because this week we're doing the scarf. We hope to have the scarf finished this week. What? Already? Maybe? Depends on how fast I am, but depends on the recording, yeah? But this live antics, it's not going to be done this week, it's going to be done the next week, is a little different to what we usually do. And there's going to be something extra added. So I've decided to show you what that extra added item is. Now, I'm giving you two versions of the extra added item so that you don't have to use what I have. Okay, so what I have, and I purchased it a couple of weeks ago. Oh, very noisy, sorry. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the shop, and it's called Radiance Rose Potpourri or Potpourri and Radiance Lemongrass Potpourri. Ta-da! Now, we are going to be making a little potpourri satchel, but if you don't have this, this is what I say. You could stuff your little item and pop in a little bit of an incense bottle. This one here is a eucalyptus. You can pop a few drops in it, stuff your little project, and then you have it. Now we're going to make the project so it can open up. You can take that out and replace it. You can take this out or this out and replace it. It's going to be a little pouch. We're going to pop it in our drawer to keep the moths away, to make it smell fragrant and fresh, whatever. You don't have to buy the potpourri. You don't even have to buy this. If you want, you can use some sort of perfume or something that you have in your house as well. By all means, perfume doesn't last long. Get the oils, the natural oils, or something like this, and get some little fluffs. And you might need more than that. You're going to need a lot more than that, right? So only if you're not using this, you need fluffs. If you're using this, all you need to do is pop this bag in a little pouch. You can pop that inside, or you can just pop that inside the project. When you don't smell it anymore, you take it out and you replace it with some more. Or again, you pop a few drops of oil on a little fluff and fluff, fluff and spill. I don't know what to call this. Fluff and stuff. Stuff and fluff. I don't know what you call it, guys. What's it called? Polyfill. That's what it's called. You know why I get upset when I see this polyfill? Called polyfill? Because I used to, may come as a shock to you, but we lived in an old house. And I used to do up the old house. So we'd paint walls and I'd polyfill the walls. I never polyfilled it with this. I polyfilled it with some filler. But on the bag, this is called polyfill. And I get a bit annoyed because when you go to Bunnings and you buy polyfill, that's the stuff you fill in gaps in the wall. Imagine filling it with that. She's so naughty. So naughty. She gets so sidetracked. So you can either have your potpourri satchels that you're going to make yourself. All you have to do is pop all the potpourri items inside the bag. That's it. You can put them in a little satchel if you like. I wouldn't bother. Just pop it straight in. When it starts to lose its scent, take it out and replace it. Or a few drops of oil on your polyfill, pop it in. When it starts to lose its scent, you pull it out, you grab another pack and you pop it on that. Super easy. So we are making a pouch today. Let's try it. Not this week, next week. She's so disorganized. So that's what we're going to. Sorry about the crinkling. Sorry about that. Now, I got that, by the way. Where can you get it from? I got the potpourri bags from our large craft chain, Spotlight. You can get them from Spotlight. You can get them from Lincraft. You can get them from just craft stores. You can get them from the secondhand, not secondhand, what do you call them? Like those little small thrift stores or $2 shops. You can get them from there. Or you can go to the fancy shops. I don't know what fancy shop sells them. I'm sure there's a fancy shop out there, a scent shop, whatever. But this stuff here, you can get them anywhere. Little bottles like that of oil. You can get them anywhere. Wendy says cheap as chips. Cheap as chips? Really? I've lost all the chat. Excuse me. Let's go back. We've lost all the chat. Just shared the live. Ashley says, just shared the live. Thank you, Ash. Hat, please. Not sure what you mean there, Ash. Great idea. Thank you, Flux. Good morning, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. Or a fragrance soap without a wrapper. Thank you, Elaine. Yes, I forgot to mention, if you've got a beautiful soap that you like the most of, you pop it in that bag. So we can make it the size of a soap. So it gives you, I might have the soap. Thank you for that, Elaine. I might have the soap on the table as well when stuffing the bag. So you can decide what item you want to put in your bag, yeah, or in your pouch, whatever you want to call it. Everyone's saying hello, yes. And Wendy says cheap as chips. Tell me about that, Wendy. Cheap as chips, do they actually have potpourri? Or do they actually have scents like that? That's interesting to know. I didn't know that. What? What? All right, so that's what we're creating. So that's the yarn that we're choosing today. And I thought I'd tell you, because that gives you an opportunity to think, well, what colour would I like my little satchel to be? It's going to be in my drawer. What colour would I like it to be? It's going to be on my shelf to stop the moths getting into my beautiful yarn. What colour would I like it to be? So imagine the smell of this room if I pop bags and bags of potpourri everywhere, or even of the oil scents. Oh, it would smell beautiful. So this gives you the opportunity. Now, since Naughty Me forgot to get the yarn out, I'm going to pull little bits of yarn out from somewhere. We want to use the, I don't know, what would you like to use? You tell me. Would you like, I haven't got any acrylic. Oh, I have. We could use, that's too big. What sort of acrylic do I have? Otherwise, we could just use cotton. We could just use cotton or wool. Okay, give me a choice, guys. Do you want cotton or do you want wool? It'll all be over here somewhere. No, not colours. I didn't say colours, Ash. I'm going to pick about 5 different colours of what brand you want to see. 4-weight cotton, 4-weight. Elaine, I don't know. That means 10 ply. I don't know if I have 10 ply. What's that one? That looks relatively thick. Let's get that purple out. I found a purple. No, we're not choosing colours yet, Dorothy. Whoever wins whoever name comes out of the hat gets to choose the colour. What we're going to do, look at what I've done here. There's one that's actually not a 4-weight. That's a 3-weight. I don't think I've got any 4-weight. Cotton. Everybody wants cotton. You only have acrylic. You can actually use acrylic, Ashley, but I don't have any acrylic. Well, I do, but I just don't know where my acrylic is. I don't know. Well, here's some cotton. Let's have a look at some more cotton. Okay, there's this cotton. All right, we'll bring out some colours, and then you guys can choose. It'll be 8-ply or a DK weight. Hi, Nifty. Hi. Cotton. Everyone's saying cotton. Well, you can use acrylic if you have acrylic in stock. Okay, hang on a minute. There's the green, the purple, orange. Let's try the orange. Oh, there's a light green. Ooh. Well, let's bring some orange out. That's 8-ply. All right. You can tell me which one you want of these. Which color, which green would you like? The light green or the dark green? What do you reckon, guys? You guys choose which green you would like, and then I'll go through and find some more color cottons. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, we got that there. Yes. You want the light green or the dark green, guys? Let me know. There's a pink cotton. Oh, here we go. There's a pink cotton here. Do we have enough? Ooh, we might not have enough. Nope, we don't have enough. Fluffy says light. Dorothy says life. Daphne and Carmen say dark. 2 lights, 2 darks. Both green, says Nifty. She's hilarious. It's pretty much all I get to do prices. It's pretty much all I get to do prices. Okay. Dark green. We've had 3 dark greens, 3 light greens. Ooh. We need another 4 light greens. Here we go. At this stage, we've got 4 light greens and 3 dark greens. So at this stage, we're going with light. I'll keep them up, and you can decide while I'm still looking. I know I have more colours. I know I do. Where are they? Oh, there's this one. It is 8-ply, but it's a bit dark. I think we're going to be choosing the light green. I like the light green. Light green, there's 5, and we're done. So we're going to take the dark green out. I've got 4 colours. Shall I get some more? Let's find some more. Do you want more colours? She doesn't know where they all are. Where's all my cotton? This is where I put it. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's my favourite as well. Ooh. A blue. That is a navy blue. That's the navy blue there. It's all 8-ply cotton. I think we're done. Well, actually, we might be able to get the pink in. We might be able to get the pink in because I found some more pink. Are they the same pink? Oh, they are. Light green, thank you. Yes, we can get the pink in. I reckon we can. I reckon I've got some more pink lying around somewhere. Anyway, oh my gosh, look at all the colours. But you only get to choose one. Shall I make 2 bags? Well, you know what? I can make one with a practice. And then, you know what? Maybe we'll have 2 subscribers choosing today just for fun. What do you reckon? I'm going to have a drink, guys. Fluffy purple and blue are my go-to colours. Oh, you're so funny, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about names in a minute, but let me show you the colours that we did choose. Oh, there's a lot of colours now. You've got your orange, your light green, your unusual kind of purple, your pink, your navy blue, and my baby hot red. She's so hot red. So these are the colours. These are the 2 bags. I think we can choose 2 subscribers today. Do we want to choose 2 today? All right, guys, I'll leave that up to you. Do you want to see 2 subscribers being pulled out of the hat, or do you want to see 1? You guys tell me. I know what you're going to choose, but I'll say it anyway, 2. But we'll say it anyway. You tell me, guys. Do you want to see 1 or 2? Yes, says Yvonne. Yes, 2. She's saying yes to 2. Oh my gosh, look at all the names coming out of the hat. Yes, Dorothy says, okay. And they're all saying yes because they want their names in the hat. Yes, 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 yes. Yvonne says yes. Oh, Scorpio, yes. Okay, two. Everyone wants two. Okay, well, Marty's not here for starters. Megan's not here. Green, you're here. Green's here. We'll pop Green in the hat. Crazy Poppy Lady's not here. Margaret B, no. Wendy's here. Wendy, you're in the hat. Lois is not here. Yvonne is here. Yvonne, you're in the hat. Okay, who is this one? Middle says she wasn't going to be here. I knew she wasn't today. Ashley's here. Ashley, you are in the hat. Water time. Cheers. The lovely Luana. She was here, wasn't she? Oh, guys, I can't remember. We'll pop her in the hat. If she wasn't here and she gets called out, we won't put her through. Angela's not here. Scorpio, you are here, honey. We need to add a new name in today too for Susan. Carmen's not here. You're in the hat then, Luana. Thank you, darling. Carmen. Is Carmen here? Did I say Carmen twice? Let me throw that one out. Oh, no, we've got two Carmens. Carmen one and then the other Carmen. So, is Carmen here? I don't think she's here. Dorothy, darling, you are here. I saw you. In the hat you go. Now, if you don't want to go in a hat, just say no. I'm happy to. I said the word happy just as happy came up. Can you believe it? You are there. Carmen, you're here. You're just Carmen, or you Carmen. I don't know anymore. Well, if the other Carmen, hang on, Carmen 1R, that's you. You're in the hat. All right, the Carmen's in the hat. Lorraine's not here. Corinne, is she here? No. Cherry B's not here. Karen's not here. No, that's doubled up. We'll throw that in the rubbish. I just doubled up on a name. Pamela's not here. Susan, I'll pop your name in a minute. Just give me one moment. Anne, you're here. Anne McSee is in the hat. Deborah's not here. I've got a lot of names here. Oh, my gosh. Ashley, you've been put in the hat, haven't you? Did I say your name, Ash? Tell me. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. So I've done it. Let's throw that one out because you've already been put in the hat. Yvonne, you've been put in the hat, haven't you? Deborah's not here. Oh, don't throw that out. Karen, let's throw that one out. Some of them, there's Fluffy. Some of them I doubled up because I found these old names last week when I cleaned up and I put them together. Bonnie's not here and I'm just throwing away the double ups. Raylene's not here. Unusual for Raylene not to be here. Sticky Stitch not here. Paula not here. Alicia not here. Ansett not here. Comes on occasionally. Bonnie comes on late usually. I feel sorry for Bonds. That one's double up. We'll throw double ups out. That's a double up. Yeah, we don't want double ups. Oh, and Marty's a double up. But he's not here anyway, so. Another double up. So these are old names, so I found them. Michelle, Catherine, Franca, Randy. We're almost there, guys. Jay, Ali, Kiki, and I'm going to write the new ones. Nifty, I don't remember putting your name in, so we'll pop your name in. Yes. Susan and Nifty. So Susan. Oh, you're red, Susan. Sorry. And Nifty, you're going to be red too. I forgot to change the colour on my pen. So you guys are red. Daphne, you're here. I put you in, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. I did put you in, didn't I? Fluffs. And Lexi. Dorothy. She's forgetting now. Luana. Who's that one? Wendy. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did. Hang on. Ashley. Just talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Scorpio's in. Carmen's in. And last one, Green. Oh, I didn't put you in. Oh, how sad is that? Now I don't know where your name's gone. Let's throw it up. I'm sorry, Daphne. I didn't mean that, honey. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I'll cry now. All right, so where's my scissors? And then I'm going to go through some names and make sure I've got everyone. Okay, so if I haven't called your name out and you haven't seen me put your name in the hat. Apart from Susan, Nifty, and Daphne, can you please tell me? Because I'm doing Susan, Nifty, and Daphne now. Try say that fast. Susan, Nifty, Daphne. Susan, Nifty, Daphne. Oh gosh, I got someone else's name at the back of that. Oh, let's cross that one out. Oh no, let's just write it out again. Whose is it? Susan. I'll rewrite it again, Susan. Can't have two names on it. Why don't I have two names on it? All right, let's do it again. Stop talking to yourself, Mary. They're listening. Hi. Oh. Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them that you talk to yourself. You don't want them to know. All right, Susan. I'm so naughty. Get in the corner, Mary. Susan, you're in the hat. Nifty, you are in the hat. Daphne, you are in the hat. Okay, let's see who's here and who has said yes that I haven't put in the hat yet. All right, let's go right back. Gee, that's far back. Carmen's in the hat. Fluffy's in the hat. Yvonne's in the hat. Nifty. Yvonne, Fluffy, Dorothy, Ashley, Scorpio, Susan, Green Butterfly, Wendy. Yes, they're all in the hat so far. Yes, Luana, yes, she's in the hat. Anne is in the hat. Yes, please. Susan, we've got Susan in, yes. Have we got everyone in? What is the hat for? Sorry, I think I joined after it was explained. What is happening? Is it to win the yarn and the smellies? No, darling Nifty, it's not. It's to choose the colour combination. This is Live Antics. We do it all the time, Nifty. And because you haven't been on for a long time, we do a thing called Live Antics where you as a subscriber gets to choose the colour combination of the next tutorial. So what I said this time, I bought these potpourri packs or the little oil incense. And then someone reminded me, I think it was Daphne, I can't remember who it was now, reminded me that you can put a bar of soap in your satchel as well. So what we're making is a little satchel colour combination chosen by one of our subscribers. And we're doing two choices today. We usually only choose one subscriber, but today we're choosing two because I've got 2 bags of potpourri and I am going to make 2. One for both sides of the room in here. One each on both sides of the room. Okay, that's it. Live Antics, which we choose stuff if named pulled out. And your name gets mentioned in the tutorial, but I don't go into things. I just say Daphne. I won't say Daphne, she lives at 22 Far Out Lane in Whoop Whoop Land. No, I won't say that. Do you like that? I'm trying to think of something now. How cool is that, Daphne? You live at 22 Far Out Lane in Whoop Whoop. I just saw your name. I mentioned you. And Anne, well, she lives in the Bucket House on Long Road Street, and that's in Blob Blob Land. The men in white coats are coming. Thanks, Anne. I need those special men to come and talk to me and wrap me up. Part of life, Mary. I do it all the time. You know how sad it is? But, you know, it does work for you sometimes. When I was at the shops, I was looking for a particular detergent that I like to use because I have some allergies. And I go, where did they put that da-da-da-da detergent, right? And fellow goes, they popped it up there. It was just a fella standing around. He goes, they popped it up the top. And he was like, 5'8", and he's, 4 foot nothing. And he goes, I'll get it. He puts it down, gives it to me, walks away. That was our conversation. It was hilarious. I said, thank you. In the distance. So it can work for you. It doesn't always work for you. Sometimes people just think you're a loony bin, yeah, like me. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. It's a sign of intelligence, or so I've been told. I must be real smart then, Scorpio. She does it all the time, day, night, even in the sleep, apparently. I've been told. Great, okay. I do it all the time. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. When I'm shopping. Wendy, it's fantastic to do it when you're shopping because, like I said, you say something, you say, I can't find where they put that. It's always on this shelf. And then someone tells you where it is. That's hilarious. I have arguments with myself, I know, and no one wins. Sometimes I win. Oh my gosh, it's so naughty. All right. Is there anyone's name that I haven't put in the hat or you think I haven't put in the hat? Please let me know before I pull out a name. Mary, that C2C blanket that I'm crocheting, I'm adding another 10 rows. Wow. See, you've been playing with measurement. That's great, Yvonne. So great when you can play with measurement. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors to choose from. What? You only get to choose one. That's real tough out of 6, isn't it? I'm trying to add more colors every week, giving you guys the option to choose something totally different that we haven't got on the channel. Yeah. All right. Are we ready? Shall we call one name? I think we should call one name. Shall we call one name? Yes. And that one watching out the window because there's a cat walking across the neighbour's roof. Don't you love it? She gets so sidetracked. I think we call one name. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's pull this name out. Oh, the one nearly fell out. This name is, who is it? Tell me. It's, my bad handwriting, Yvonne. Now we're going to do another one, but before we do another one, we're going to get Yvonne to choose her colour. Congratulations, Yvonne, by the way. Yvonne, there's a lot of colours here. You've got your light purple, your navy blue, your hot baby red. Listen to me. You've got orange. You've got orange and pink. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. Pink. I've got to show you all the colours so you can see them. Orange, like that. I've made a big mess here. And then you've got your light green. Yvonne, I'll get close to the camera so you can choose. There we go. You've got up the top, navy blue, light pink, red, a light purple, an orange, or a green. Yvonne, which colour would you like, darling? You have that choice. And then we'll pull out another name just for fun. I want to make 2. Light green. Okay, so Yvonne chooses light green. Yay! So you can't choose that anymore, Yvonne. I will write this down because I'm going to forget for sure. I will forget. There's 2 colours. There's too many. But I can only think about one thing at one time. That's not true. I'm very ADHD. Green, light green, Yvonne. There's just names evade me. All right. So what we've got left are these 5, 3, 4, 5 colours. she's really bad at math. 5 colours left. Let's move this out the way. Now, this is an 8-ply DK weight or a 3 weight. But you know what? If you wanted to use a 4 weight, you could overseas. For those of you who, I know there's a lot of people overseas who use 4 weight. You could use the 4 weight, just minimise the amount of rounds that you do, or rows, depending on what we're making, yeah? All right, so let's choose another one. Are we ready? Are we ready? I do it in my sleep also. I know, Scorpio, I used to get told off. They used to say to me, don't you ever stop talking? I said, yeah, when I sleep. And my dad says, no, you don't. You never stop talking. So I talk. I've also walked in my sleep. Apparently they say that that's a sign of insanity. Yeah, send in those white men with the coats. I mean, not the white men. Send in the coats with the white. Send in the men with the white coats. Or just leave the coats outside. I got you, Scorpio. I know what you meant, hon. It's all right. All right. So are we ready for name number 2? Are we ready? Here we go. So exciting, isn't it? Here we go. Name number 2 is Nifty. Nifty, yay! Nifty, your choice this time. And I dropped the scissors and I nearly dropped the ball of yarn. I'm doing well. Those scissors nearly stabbed me. Imagine that live. Lady gets stabbed live by herself. It's so naughty. Nifty, darling, you have a choice. Orange, pink, navy blue, red, light pink. I'm sorry, that's like a purple, not a pink. So orange, purple, navy blue, red, and light pink. Your choice. Your choice, Nifty. What a lovely name you have. What a nifty name you have. Red, please. Oh, my gosh, you're such a Mary. Everyone, she just did a Mary on you. Red. Oh, thanks, Nifty, my favourite. Everyone knows that. So red for Nifty. So what happens now is you get to, I don't know, maybe we'll get 2 tutorials out of it. Since it's a small one, we might be able to do, or maybe we should just do 2 tutorials. What do you reckon? Shall they get their own tutorials? See how easy I'm manipulated? I manipulate myself, don't I? I manipulate myself, don't I? Water time. Let's have a drink. Still haven't finished that cup. It's like a never-ending cup. All right. So, yes. I guess I'm making up for being shy in my youth. No, don't worry about that stuff. We don't worry about that. We don't worry about shy here. Shy's for somebody else. Look, it's funny. I've never really been shy, but I'm not daring or anything outrageous. Yeah, I just like to have a little fun. I think life is too short to spend it being angry with whatever it is you're angry with or upset with or sad. You know, we don't have much time in this world, so I think enjoy it while you can. Doesn't mean you have to be weird and crazy and do bad things to people. Just do some fun things. Enjoy your life. Smile a little bit more. Don't be so shy. Just get out there, man. Get out there, man. She's trying to sound cool now, but it's not working. Oh, look at all the bags. I've dropped everything. But at least we've got our colours now. Now, it's not coming this week, guys. Heads up. Your live antics will not come this week. I've decided this year to do live antics a week in advance. So that gives me a whole week to play with a design that we might like to see. I haven't thought about a design. I will let you know. The colour combination is always chosen by you. The design usually is always chosen by me. However, on the granny square scarf, I did choose the granny square, but I asked Anne, when she got chosen, did she want to see a small square or a large one? And she was happy to choose the large one. So sometimes I give a little bit of leeway that way, but usually I pick the design because I have usually a design in my head when I'm thinking about a small bag or something. Having said that, I don't have a design in my head, so I have to think about that. Anyway, it's nice to have that happen. Now we're going to pop all those names back in the hat. I found the old names in a bag. I did have a bag somewhere when I cleaned this room, and all the names were in a bag to save them from this. When this tips over, all the names end up on the floor. So now I've got a little bench there. Have a look at my bench. And that's where my hat goes now, right there. So it doesn't fall on the floor. I don't leave it on the table anymore. I have to be a little bit more organized when I'm doing things like this because they always fell. That hat would always fall and I'd have names all over the floor and it was always a mess. Can we do a stitch that links? A stitch that links. Ooh, we could. Let me think about that. Linked double crochet maybe. Linked. Yeah, I get you. Possible link. Possible link. It's all a matter of playing with stitches. It's all a matter of playing. I guess I'm making up for it. Yes, we've already said that. Yes. I'm going to drink that last bit of water because I'm thinking it's taking so long for that water to go. And we're done. And now we fill up another one. Alpine. Wendy, someone else asked me for the alpine stitch. I don't know how that's going to go down with the bag. I think it's a little too solid for the bag. Is it my imagination? Wouldn't you want a bag to have a little bit more of a, not holes as you know, not gappy. Even the linked stitch is probably not the right stitch for the bag. You want a little bit of a hole here and there. I suppose I could work something out, have the holes on the sides. Leave it with me, guys. Leave it with me. We'll pop down alpine anyway, just for fun. And I've got the link written down. I've got a little line next to the names, but you know, we'll pop it down and I'll have a little play if I can make gaps along the sides of the bag even. So that way the fragrance can come out of the bag. If you've got a closed stitch, I mean, the fragrance is there, but if you've got a closed stitch, it sort of tightens that the fragrance in. So maybe we can put some holes, little gaps, like a chain one space towards the end, last two spaces, last two stitches, last four stitches or something. You got your last four stitches, maybe you can do two at the end and then a gap right there and then two there and then your alpine. Let me think about it. Don't assume it's going to happen. Because if it doesn't suit the actual bag, then it's a bit difficult to pop that in, yeah? Got to go have a good weekend. All right, Elaine, we'll see you soon. Before everyone goes, though, don't head off if you can stay. That's great. If you have to go, you have to go. But just to let everyone know what's happening this week, we are still doing the hexagon cardigan. Now, I had a lot of issues with the recording. When I recorded it, I think I was a little bit annoyed about all the noise happening in the background. I'm pretty sure I pressed pause on one of the recordings and I didn't record the last 4 rows, or not even the last, it's like a middle rows. And it goes from the first 2 rows right to the end, and I'm already sewing up side seams, and I'm thinking, what have I done? So it's a video I'm going to have to either adjust or undo some of my work that I've done, which is annoying me. But I think that's where I'm having to go. The bonus is I only top stitched. I only got to the part where I top stitched the sleeve. And then I was going to say, I did say to you, head off on your own. And I showed them not one side. Let's do that again. I showed them the sleeves, head off on your own and do one sleeve and then do the other. Well, the other we would have done together, right? So I don't know what I'm going to do. It would mean having to take off one sleeve, because I haven't done the other, one sleeve and undo it. I don't know. Let me think about it. That's why I'm taking a long time to get it done. I feel like crying. Or I can make a little small one and just sew that one up. Show you how to do that one. It's just something I might have to reconsider. To me, it's better to make a small one and do that and just add it, which I've done before in some of my videos. Let me have another drink, guys. Sorry. But you're getting the hexagon cardigan this week. It doesn't matter how, but you're getting it, right? It's just that I'm going to have to re-record some section of it because it's missing. I tried looking in the videos, tried looking on the editing package. The actual part is missing, which meant I must have pressed record when the guy was making his tractor noise and stopped and thought, all I have to do is press record again. And I must have forgotten to press record, as you do. I don't know, because sometimes I don't turn it off. I just pause it. And when I hear him go on, I press pause again and it goes back onto recording. If you leave it on pause for too long, the camera shuts down. It tells you, well, you're not recording anymore. I mean, when I say too long, it might be 10 minutes, half an hour, it shuts down. You know, you've got to know that. So maybe I just left it on too long and it shut down for me. And then I might have thought, did I press record? I mustn't have. So I pressed record and didn't realize I'm missing, because I wouldn't have deleted it. I don't delete. All the videos stay there, even the ones that didn't work well. I put them in a deleted box, but they stay there for the day. So that way, when all the videos are up and I catch them and they're all in a row, I think, great, they're all there. If I can't find them, I go to the deleted box. Oh my gosh, it's in the deleted box. So I restore it. But that deleted box holds on to them for 30 days. Yeah. And then they automatically get taken away. But I usually get the recording done within 2 or 3 days anyway. So if I find them in the deleted box, I know that they're not missing completely. I just have to restore it, which doesn't take long. It's literally a second to restore. So it wasn't even in a deleted box. So I just assumed I didn't record it. So I'm going to go back, have a play with it, see what I can do. So you will get the hexagon cardigan this week. I just don't know when. All right, keep that in mind. And you'll also be getting the part 2 of our blanket, for the simple fact that I'm going to start blocking today. I'm going to do the blocking video today for you. That might be a voiceover. I haven't decided. You've seen blocking before, so I might just, rush it and do a voiceover for you. But once that's done, that's going to be like a 3-minute thing. You're not going to see a half an hour worth of blocking. I've got a whole blocking list that I have here on the channel that you can actually see. Are you going? Are you green? We'll see you soon, honey. You take care, yeah? A blocking video that you can click on that playlist and you can go through all the blockings that we've done in the past. But I will show you like a rough blocking video as well. Are you going to? Are you? Okay, Fluffs, we'll see you soon, darling. You're high maintenance, are you, darling? Not me. I wash, mousse, shake, walk away. I don't have time for high maintenance. That's why I stopped doing the fringe. That's why I wanted to grow out the fringe. It's right there now, guys. The fringe is right here. See that? You can see it right there. There it is. I actually blow dry that, hairspray it and tuck it under. So it looks like hair, but it's only fringe. She got so sidetracked. So you will see the hexagon cardigan this week, and you will see the part 2 of the granny square, because now I'm up to the part where I can join. After I block them, if I wash them and block them today, they'll be dry by tomorrow. I'll start recording on Monday. So at some stage during the week, you will see the granny square scarf part 2. I'm hoping to make part 2 the final part, where we join them, where we put that little border around. I think it will be one part, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm not going to do an overly fancy stitch, but it's not going to be boring as well. I'm going to do a stitch where I can say, right, now that you know what you're doing, head off on your own, do your stitching, get to the end, and I'll meet you there once you're done. It's going to be a repetitive stitch, so it'll help you to just keep going. You can do it in front of the TV. The idea was to make a scarf that, let me have another drink. It doesn't want to go away. Make a scarf that is quick and basic for you, so that you can wear that right now. Literally, if we finish it Thursday or Friday, you can wear it for the weekend, next weekend. Did I clap loud? Sorry, guys. Or you can finish it this week, and you can make 4 or 5 of them, and you can give them away as Christmas gifts at the end of the year. They don't take long to make. Granny squares you can make in front of the TV, one every night. We've got 8 squares. That's 8 days. Easy, yeah? Easy, easy, easy. All right. So now everyone can go if they want. No, don't go. All right. So what have I missed? I've got to go back. Did I miss? Oh, hi, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. I didn't even see you come in, darling. Okay. So some people are leaving. That's okay. I'll cry in the background. No, I won't. Drink up. Let's have a drink. Cheers, everyone. All right, so we know now that we are having, what did I do with the colours? Did I put them away? Light green and red. Where are they? I put them in a bag, didn't I? Silly me. I was trying to clean up. I was trying to do the right thing. So for those of you who've just popped in now, we have done live antics, and Yvonne chose the green and Nifty chose the red. We are making, firstly, this cotton makes me so itchy, only because it's got dust on it. It's not the cotton. We are making a little potpourri satchel, or a little herb satchel, herb whatever, essence satchel, or as I think it was Daphne, I'm not sure, mentioned that you can also put a bar of soap in your satchel, and that satchel can stay inside your drawers or your clothing to keep the moths out, or to just make your clothing smell beautiful. And if you're using something like this, when that fragrance starts to go, you just take it out and add more. So I'm going to make it so that you can open it and close it, open it and close it. So you've got plenty of times where you can use a different fragrance. Super easy. Same with this guy here. You get the fluff, you put the little oils on it, you pop it in your satchel. When it starts to lose its scent, you take it out. If you're using the same scent, you could put it on that, but I would use a whole new fluff so it doesn't get that stale, yeah, or staleness about it. You get a whole new fluff, put some more scents in there, and you stick it in. And you can change it once a week, once a month, once a year. I don't know how long it takes for the scent to go away because I've never done it. Well, I have made satchels. I've just never used the scents in my drawers. Never used them. First time for everything. And also, you can do the same thing with a soap. Once the soap starts to get a little bit stale, it can happen. Most of the times, if you've got a nice fancy soap from the store, that's never going stale, right? And you pop the soap in the bag, and you're good to go for the soap as well. You can have so many options, but we are making 2. One with Elaine's colour. Let's try Yvonne's colour. Excuse me, Mary. And one with Nifty's colour. So there you go. Very exciting. I love making things that I've never made before. I've made satchels before, but I've never made them with potpourri or scents. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But in the meantime, this week we are getting the hexagon cardigan part 2. and the Granny Square Scarf Part 2. All right. In between, I will be doing some recording of a video vlog, only because this room is empty this week. I'm so excited. When this room gets empty, I can do my vlogs. If this room has got people in it, forget it. I can't do any vlogs. In the future, you may even see a vlog at the old spot where I used to sit in the lounge room next to the couch. And I used to have a blanket behind the couch. I don't know if you remember that. If you've been around long enough to know that I used to sit in the kitchen. It was at the kitchen table, and behind me was our couch, and behind that was the TV, and behind that TV was the neighbour that's doing all the noise right now. And I used to sit there and do my video vlogs there. And I did that for a lot of years, actually, before I had access to this room. And this room, if you didn't know, this was my daughter's old bedroom. It's now the craft room. It's not. It actually was created for an office so that someone could work in here during the week. But then I thought, you know what? This whole wall was vacant. So I bought these from, what's it called? IKEA. IKEA shelving. And my son did it for me. He put it all together. Such a good fella. Spent the whole weekend by himself with a screwdriver here and there. And he put it all together for me. Such a good man. So grown up. Kids will need one for next week as they're going to Tassie. Good, yes. Haven't used soap before. Would scented candles work? I don't know, Daphne. I've never used scented candles. Well, to be fair, I'm going to be honest, I've never used a scented bag. I've had little purses that I've made for, you put your money in or cards in, little coins or cards in. But I've never used to make scents before, like to make a scent, a fragrance, if you will. So this fragrance part is all new to me. So these better work. Don't you? Better work. Oh, do you think it's worked? Do you think they'll know? What if it doesn't work? Do you tell them? Don't tell them. Just do it. Oh, you're here. You're still here. They all work. Anything will work if you put in that lid. Just put in a bit extra. And I don't know about the candles. I really can't tell you. But you know what? Candles smell. They smell really nice. That's my dishwasher you can hear in the background, guys. Sorry. The candles smell really nice. You could pop that in there, I suppose. I've never thought of putting a candle in there. To me, a candle means fire. Why don't I put fire next to my crochet? It's not lit, I know, but imagine that. Mary put a lit candle in on a tutorial, and her camera blew up. I'm so naughty. Mary, get in the corner. So naughty. All right, so that's what's going to happen this week, guys. Bear in mind that there are no dates anymore. I'm just telling you this week. I used to say dates, and then I'd stress out because it wasn't happening that day. And then on Wednesday, I'd have to say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Whereas this way I could say, you're getting 2 this week. 2 is coming out this week. And the way it's looking lately, I don't know if you've noticed on the channel, I'm stressing to get 3 out. And it's because of the works next door. It's because of interruptions in the house. People are coming and going. That I only managed to get 2 tutorials out a week. That's the way it's happening now. So I'm going to have to rush those tutorials to shrink them all down so that we can fit all what I have to say in them. Oh, there you go. Oh, Elisa Marie, you've come in at just the wrong time. We've done live antics and green butterfly. Let's try Yvonne. Yvonne chose the light green and Nifty chose the red. We're doing 2 this week because we are making potpourri, or we are doing oil scented things on fluff and spills. I don't know what you call them, fluff and spill. Fluff and fluffs. Or you're going to be popping a bar of soap in, because Daphne mentioned, why don't you pop a bar of soap in instead, which is good too. You can put whatever scents you want in your little bag. That little bag is going to be put into your drawers with your socks and whatever it is you pop them in with, your clothes. For me, I'm going to be popping my bags on some shelving around the room to keep away any moths, bugs, spiders, snakes, alligators, that kind of thing. Crocodiles, sharks. elephants, whatever comes in the room. I don't want them near my yarn. No buffalo near the yarn, thanks. She's so naughty today. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'm a little bit loony bin. I don't know how you put up with me. Can it keep away cats? Well, my cat it does, because my cat doesn't come in the house. She's not an indoor cat, but she's caged in where she is. We've built this beautiful little caged area where we go out and have parties out there. That's how big this caged area is, yeah? So she's got ample room to run around. She doesn't come in the house. Not an indoors cat at all. It's like she feels choking if she comes in. She feels tied down. Mine is staring at my your face right now. I love it, Alyssa Marie. I know my cat. I'm pretty sure she's finding a way to lock me up somewhere, and she wants to come and just eat things that I've got lying around, throw things around, play. Scented bag are good to I go use a good go. Use dried lavender. That's right. Well, I couldn't get that out, Dorothy, but I've got lavender drops as well. So I've got lavender oil. I don't have them. My kids bought them. Well, I do have them. My kids bought them for me this year for Mother's Day. And they bought this little vase-looking thing. It's gorgeous, pink. And it's got the rocks that you put them in there. And you put the scents on the rocks. And they're scented rocks, so the room smells like that scent. And that's what these were for. And I figured, well, you pop a few drops on this, stick it in the bag, it'd be the same thing, wouldn't it? Maybe. Whoops, it might not. So I got lavender. I got this one. I think there was three colours. Three scents, and I can't remember. Lavender, eucalyptus. This is the eucalyptus, I think. Yep, because I get sinus a lot. So lavender, eucalyptus. Oh, what was the other one? I can't remember. There was three of them. Oh, lemongrass, like the lemongrass that I have here. Because it's funny. I don't like the taste of lemon on its own, but I like the smell of lemon. I don't know if people do this. Maybe if it's just me. It's probably no good for your skin, but I do this. I rub lemon into my fingers, into my hands, and just smell it. A real lemon. I squeeze it in my hands. But 20 minutes later, I have to wash my hands, right? But I just love to sniff it. There's something wrong with Mary. I've always done that with lemon, and I use it on boiled veggies. I boil some veggies, put a little bit of olive oil. There's a bit of salt in the water, and then I squeeze a lemon on it, toss it up, and that's my boiled veggie salad. But I don't like eating it on its own. What I used to do is cut a lemon, and this is a bad thing. Don't do this at home, guys. I'd cut the lemon in half. I'd squeeze it a little bit, and then I'd put sugar in it. Squeeze it a bit more sugar, squeeze it more, and then I just, so bad. Don't do this at home. It's so bad in so many ways. It's not good for your teeth, for starters. And then you've got the sugar. It's not good for your body. Have a good one, ladies. Until next time. Carmen, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. White coats. Thanks, Anne. I need some special white coats here, I tell you. I do. I have some weird. Nobody taught me this with the sugar. No, that's not true. I used to do it with my other sister. So whether she taught me, I've got three sisters, but one of them who doesn't do social media, between the pair of us, we the sugar on our lemon was so bad. So bad. How naughty was I growing up? I was very naughty. Do you know, I once did this thing. I can't believe I even did it. It was 3 flights up. I can't believe I did this. Held me by my ankles. How dangerous was that? A teenage girl held me by my ankles so I could hang upside down and pinch a bird's nest that was that was on a bill. I could have fallen head first down on the concrete. How stupid was I? But I was very outgoing. I wanted to try everything when I was young. And it got me into trouble many times before. I won't even go with, well, we just won't go there, okay? But that time, I could have died that time. I look back at that and thinking, how stupid was that? She'd hang me upside down by my ankles, and I would pinch a bird's nest from the shelving under the third floor building. It was like you had your building there, you had your window, and just under the window there was like a ledge thing, and along that ledge things birds would pop nests there. They'd have their nests. There was lots of nests, and they wouldn't miss one, right? So I took the nest, shoved the nest under my bed with the eggs. There was 3 eggs in it, and I'd pop my pajamas on top of it so that I can. You have to think about this, so that I can make the chicks. What was I going to do with the chicks when they were born? As if they were going to be born, because that's not a mum, right? But so I was sitting there every day. I'd go check the chicks. Are the chicks born? The chicks never got born. The smell in the room was getting bad. Oh, I got into a lot of trouble. Now that I think back at that, that's crazy. We definitely weren't wrapped in cotton wool when we were kids. Not a lot of kids today. I see my kids do the minor thing. Don't do that. You'll end up with a rash. Don't do that. This is going to make you bleed. Don't do that. You're going to hurt your knee. Don't do that. You're going to... And I was hanging upside down by my ankles. So 3 floors up, I could have landed head first down. That was hilarious. What a time, says Catherine. I need a drink. Oh, drinks. Oh my God, drinks again by Ashley. I'm going to have to take 2 now. Cheers. It's very funny now. Think about it. Cheers again. What else silly things did we do? I don't know. I got into a very lot of trouble one day. It's not my fault. The cow was a naughty cow. I like cows, as you know. And on the weekends, we would have to eat like liver or kidney, which I hated so much. And I'd wrap it up in my serviette and stick it down my sleeve, yeah? And then I'd go for a walk and feed the cows the kidney and liver. Cows are vegetarians. Well, it's his fault, her fault, I should say. She was eating this thing. She ate it from my hand, right? They got really ill. They had to call in the vet. It was terrible. And then they caught me in the act, and I was in a lot of trouble. They said someone's feeding the cow meat. So they followed me one day, and I got into a lot of trouble. Every weekend. It was either liver one weekend or kidney the next weekend. I hated both of them. I'd eat the veggies on the plate, but no, not the kidney or liver. So I'd wrap them in serviettes and I would take them to the animals. And they would eat them. The cows are vegetarians. They're not allowed to eat meat. Well, they can, but they get stomach issues, right? They have problems. They get really ill, glassy-eyed. They're really sickly looking. So I got into a lot of trouble. Oh, there's a lot of trouble. Now look back at it. I tried that with chicken egg. Oh, did you, Elisa Marie? I was always climbing trees. Yes, Ashley, as we did. Like, we did everything. And if we didn't do it, we got told off. We got, what? You little sissy, get out there and do something, you know. They used to call us sissies. I look back at that. You know, they talk about how everyone, you know, emotionally drained now. And imagine if they had our life. Well, we used to get up to the things we were told not to do, we did, and then we copped to hiding because of it. Not me, because I was always innocent, sweet girl. Apparently not. How is Auntie T? Oh, I believe she's just really busy. She just doesn't have time for us anymore. No, she's okay. She's good. I don't know what she does on Saturday mornings anymore. I should ask her and say, hey, where are you? Everyone's asking about you. Well, Luana is anyway. She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. I know she's busy at the moment, doing lots of things. I know we all are, but she's fine. I actually have to ring her. I usually ring her on Sundays, but I haven't been ringing her. I'm so naughty. So naughty. I got to ring her. I find Sunday is the only day where I think, okay, I'm a little relaxed today. I don't have to do tutorials. I don't have to fuss too much with cooking because people are coming and going. They're not really happy to stay home, which is fine by me. And so I think I just have to make a sandwich. It's my lunch, yeah. Although now I make like a diet pita, a diet pita bread with like tuna or something healthy, which I don't really like tuna, but I do it anyway. I ran into a tree one day and hit the side of my head and ear and got ears pierced few days later, and they did my sore ear first. Yeah, like there's no fear for us. We had no fear in those days though. But I can understand why, excuse me. I can understand why we had no fear. It wasn't rammed into us that we had to be careful all the time. We had to be careful like anything else. But it was more, if you don't go out and do things, you'll never get anywhere in life. That's how it was. So we had to go out and do our own thing. We had to keep ourselves busy because our parents it was a different time. It was a different era. Now the parents are expected to be involved with their children with everything. It was a completely different era. Although I do feel sorry it's very hard these days for young parents now because they've got to go back to work early, and I do feel sorry for them today. Every era has its own issues. I don't know how many bucket hats I made so far. Well, Elisa Marie, get ready because we're making a bucket hat on the channel. It's coming. Not now, obviously. We're not ready for that. We still have our hexagon cardigan to do. Once that's done, we'll start moving on to other projects that are on the list. And the bucket hat was on the list since last year. Last year, and I don't even remember mentioning it. I might have. I don't remember mentioning it in the first video this year, but we were supposed to have done that last year, the bucket hat. And we were also supposed to do one of these hats last year, and we didn't do one of those. What do you call them? The hats. We were supposed to make one of those, and we never did that either. So a lot of things, they get mentioned, and too much happens. And as it is now, I'm getting down to 2 tutorials a week now. So much is happening that I can only manage to get 2 tutorials down a week. So there you go. All right, speaking of which, I'm still waiting for the Tunisian crochet. That's coming, Anne. I promise that's coming. It's on the list for a lot of our scrap busting videos. So keep it in mind. It's coming, Anne. I promise. Not today. Give me 5 minutes. Let's do some Tunisian now. No, I haven't got the hooks with me. They're in the other room. I could do it live. Or we could do one live. Oh, stop talking, Mary. Stop talking. She's so naughty. She talks way too much. All right, thanks. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. A naughty Mary, get in the corner. Get in that corner. What we're going to do now, guys, is going to mention again what we're doing this week. And then I think I'm going to head off. I've been on for how long? Hour and 32 minutes. What? Well, I have to go. Have a great week. Everyone stay safe and keep drinking your water. I know, right? We'll call it water. That would be good. The Tunisian is coming, but I don't think I'll do it live. Wendy, nice try though. Thanks, Anne. Look what you did. You got me into trouble, Anne. Anne, get in the corner. Oh, Anne, you've never been in the corner. What's going on? Anne's naughty today. First she wants to send me men in white coats. And now she wants me to do Tunisian on the live. She didn't say that though. Poor Anne, I've thrown you under the bus, honey. You've been thrown under the bus. Anne's thinking, oh, what have I done? Mary, get in the corner. All right, guys, I am going to head off. It's been a funny chat. She's just lost the plot. But thank you very much to the lovely Yvonne and Nifty for their color combination in next week's video tutorial, which will be our potpourri packs satchels or our scented satchel, or we could use a soap again as well. Not again, but as well. And we are getting our hexagon cardigan this week, and we are getting part 2 of both hexagon cardigans and our granny square scarf, scrap busting or stash busting scarf, whatever you want to call it. Thank you very much for joining us today, guys. I've been Mary, and this has been and still is Well Crochet Designs. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Be good. Get in the corner, everyone. Bye all.